The night had finally swallowed the Wilder's homeland, and so he set course for distant shores, braving the sea of fog to reach Limveld. The night's rain would wither his soul and cloud his recollection, causing one night to bleed into the next. But of one thing he remained certain, that he must track down the Night Lord and bury it. There was no other choice. He repeated the words to himself, all the while clutching a precious object in his hand. It was a solitary earring, its counterpart long lost.
You are awake. I know not why, but once again it has happened. So be it.
Condemned, I welcome you to the Round Table Hold. I am the priestess, the voice of your formless master. You were chosen for your potential to vanquish the night.
With a stunning sixth sense for combat, the Wilder had defied death at every turn. Yet even he could not pass unscathed and arrived here bearing injuries sustained in the outside world. But there was no better refuge. The Round Table Hold keeps a garden graced with beautiful flowers, a study filled with rare books on every subject fathomable, and a menial to attend to the Nightfarer's every whim.
Brave champion, I am but a humble attendant, here to serve your needs. I am told that each of you has committed a grave misdeed, but I beg to differ. You aim to preserve this very land, and that is no small matter. Indeed, it is an ambition most worthy of praise. The great lands between tremble in the grasp of the night. As the day wanes, this grip will only tighten. Beware the terror that is rain.
This message is for you. You will hear it often. Seekers of redemption. On the third night, this land will fall. Band together and prepare to claim the life of the Night Lord. I pray for your success.
The odds are stacked against the Nightfarers. But as long as they have a will, grace will grant them another chance, just as it did for the Tarnished long ago.
When you first awoke, I did not believe you had any recollection of this round table. But we have fought together countless times. Do not be afraid. Remember well that above all else we are allies. It is good to have you once again. I've had quite enough of all the ceremony. Now I'm ready to get my hands dirty. We'll slay this Night Lord yet.
The first Night Lord is Gladius, a three-headed beast that was tamed by the primordial Night Lord long ago. This creature was an outcast, yet found comfort in the night. To them, it offered solace. So it is that many such Night Lords are driven to defend this cataclysm against the Nightfarers, who would bring about the dawn.
The Night Lord does not rest. But there are those who would fight back. The Nightfarers. Together, they are bound by a will. The will to cross the endless night and fight on. Till every shred of their being is ground away.
After defeating Gladius, the Nightfarers are debriefed at the Round Table Hold by the Duchess, who now is both combatant and priestess.
The night has been vanquished. After an age of struggle. This is a fine achievement for which I am grateful. Indeed, a promising first step. However, the Night Lord yet lives.
So there's more than one Lord, and that explains it. They have the same scent. Fine, we track them down and kill them all. The night could swallow us at any moment. Don't expect me to show the fiends any mercy.
The terror of the night is what makes the sanctity of the Round Table Hold so important. It's a place of rest and reprieve, but some need that peace more than others.
Do you have a moment? Something's been troubling me. Maybe you could help. It's the lad with the great sword. He seems off.
Hey!
Just stares into the distance when I talk to him. I have an inkling the constant combat might be taking its toll. Maybe you'd have better luck than me if you tried to get him to talk.
Well, I take it you need something. Come back once I finish mending my tools. All right?
So, how was he? Not looking good, I take it. Times like these, finding something simple to focus on can help clear the mind. Maybe you could get him something to tune up his weaponry. Keeping a trusted tool in top condition always makes me feel better, for one.
Out in Limveld, the Duchess seeks out Golden Dew. Few know it, but this is a plant extract that is highly effective at repairing armaments, as long as the liquid is extracted in just the right way. Someone must have taught her this technique in another life.
I can use that, but where did you learn it works for weapon care? Did I? Well, not that it matters. Here you go. A token of thanks.
These faded iron coins teach us of the Wilder's past, of the tribes that traded in these currencies to support their families. But now the Wilder has a new family.
Managed to help our friend, did you? Thanks. I like a woman who wants to pitch in. Let's see how things are going to play out before we meddle any further. And pray the passage of time does our work for us. One more thing. The doll's looking for you. Go and see her.
There you are. Forgive me, but I didn't want anyone to overhear. The Wilder won't remain among the living much longer. The vitality in him is all too little. All that's left is the lees. In this form, I am attuned to life's ebb and flow. As the Round Table's custodian, you must decide on the proper course of action. It is your choice whether to allow him to continue fighting.
The Wilder swore to avenge the night in the name of his massacred tribe. It's this fact that allows the Wilder to hold on, even when standing at the brink, defying death at every turn.
Is something the matter, my lady? His vitality ebbs low, does it? There is no cause for concern. He is yet able to fight. However, should we accomplish our great mission and cast down the Night Lord, he will depart this life. Even so, we must continue to walk our path. That is your ultimate desire, is it not?
In the Wilder's remembrance, he dreamt of his home, of 2 horses galloping across Windwail Knoll. They were a healthy pair of twins, which was rare. To the Wilder and to his nameless companion, the horses were special. Upon a hill they ran abreast. He looked at her, hair dancing in the wind, and saw the earring on her left ear, but he could not recall a face. The sun was setting on Windwail Knoll, and, as if in deference to its name, a gale howled. The dreaded winter was approaching. By the time of the first frost, he knew that his sister would be far along her journey. The Wilder fell silent, and his companion, flashing her signature smile, flicked her earring with her finger. She said, "Goodbye now, dear brother. Once we're done, we'll meet again." He could not remember her name, but he always remembered those parting words.
Wilder, I have a boon to ask of you. Would it be possible for you to procure me a whetstone? I consider it my inviolable duty to keep everyone's armaments in tip-top shape, but I'm afraid there's very little life left in the stone I have here. You have a discerning eye, do you not? Would you be willing to hunt one down for me? Simply marvelous. I advise you to make your way to the mining tunnel. The underground passageways are sure to contain ore suitable for metalwork. There are whetstones to be found there, I'm certain.
I'm well acquainted with all types of arms. I can make use of any weapons you find troublesome.
Oh, you've managed to procure one. Very kind of you. This will make repairing armaments much easier. I've little to offer, but if anything strikes your fancy, consider it yours. I'm very sorry, but that belongs to the priestess. Anything else? Oh, you merely wish to borrow it. Very well. But once you're finished, be certain to return it to her.
Such ornaments were worn for generations by the Wilder's tribe. They are delicately embellished to cast a pattern when held up to light. Here, the Wilder realizes that he has the same earring, and with both earrings together, a depiction of wind is projected, along with a short passage. 2 horses gallop side by side. May the wind spur us on our path.
What's this? It must be repaired already. That barely took any time at all. Thank you for fetching it. This is a thing of great value to me. A compass that will lead me to someone dear. I suppose you're thinking that earrings normally come in pairs. Oh, forgive me. I've likely talked your ear off. We must prepare for the next battle.
The Duchess lived much of her life under the Viscount of a distant land, who was her stepfather. The reason she went to live with him is unclear, though we can infer from her dagger that this is where she became the Duchess, learning not just how to become a thief, but a virtuous one. For while she was unrelated to the Viscount by blood, the nobility and righteousness of his family nonetheless took root within her heart. But she was not born Duchess. No, she was originally born to a distant tribe and would have grown up on horseback, the wind spurring her on her path, a fact she now struggles to recall. But one of the most powerful triggers of memory is our sense of smell, and so when the Duchess detects the scent of pita bread on the air, she rushes over to take a bite.
That's how we make it back at home. Good, right? I'm glad you like it. Have as much as you want. I made more than I need. My mother taught me the recipe. It keeps well and won't leave you hungry. Just something I like to do. To remember and to clear my mind. Go on. Have your fill.
What is it? You can tell me.
We've seen our share of sacrifice. But we always knew there would be a cost. I ask myself how I'm still alive. And all I can think is sheer luck.
If you ever find yourself at your wit's end, just remember, the sun will rise again. The wheel does not cease to turn.
The wheel is time, and time is literally on the Duchess's side. The pocket watch she uses is a prized possession, one that once belonged to her and Wilder's mother. While pregnant with the Duchess, she had the misfortune of crossing paths with the Night Lord. The Night clung to the expecting woman, preventing her from ever giving birth. And so she was cursed. The only means to break the curse meant the sacrifice of the mother's life, and so it was only when she died that the Duchess was born. Raised within the distant tribe with the Wilder, who was her older brother. Seemingly, they grew up together, rode horses together, even broke bread together.
I see. The Wilder cooked up something that reminded you of your childhood. Now, I don't suppose... Well, unless... Then the two of you must be... I am in disbelief. It's nothing short of a miracle. Now, though this is by no means bad news, I must press upon you. We are here to bring an end to the Night Lord. Do not let this revelation tempt you from the path.
It isn't just another Nightfarer that's at the brink anymore. It's her brother. Because of this, the Duchess is starting to waver, and it's this hesitation that causes the Revenant to pen a letter. It says, "Cowardice ill becomes you. I await you at the shore."
Cold feet, I presume? I care not. I won't hear any feeble excuses. Prepare yourself. I'll kill you. Unless you fell me first. I yield. You really don't hold back, do you? I was only trying to give you a nudge, and you practically ground me into the dust. Well, now I know where I stand in your eyes. Do you see now? You are strong, and only the strong can wield true power. The weak have no such privilege, but with strength comes the burden of duty. Did it never occur to you that this is precisely why you are here? Take this, if you understand me.
The silver medal recalls the girl's words. With strength comes the burden of duty.
Now, not a word of this to anyone.
The land here is cursed, alongside every creature that walks it. I suppose it's fitting, as a place to bury that abomination.
The Duchess has a duty to bring an end to the night, but doing so will leave her brother to pass on, and with her cherished memories restored, the Duchess finds herself more torn than ever.
What is it now? Got something funny to say? Apparently not. Go on then, spit it out. The two of you were brother and sister all along. Reminds me of an old tale, if you'll indulge me. I wasn't much of a pirate, but out at sea every man who toiled by my side was my brother. There was this younger kid who looked up to me. Weathervane must have figured me for an older brother. Till one day, we had a falling out. Things got so bad, the sailors snuck off on land without saying a word. I didn't think much of it. Thought it was a bid for a little attention. But I never once saw the kid again. When you let your passions get the best of you, things have an awful way of going south. Keep your cool, lest you do anything you come to regret. All right, a meager lesson it might have been, but perhaps you'll glean something from it. Worry not, that's all I've in mind to teach right now. Thanks for letting me bend your ear. You remind me of Weathervane. Best apprentice a man could ask for. The kid read the winds like no other. You've proved yourself a good navigator, helming the round table. Even if this ship of yours doesn't move.
Inscribed upon the gravestone are the dying words of the apprentice Weathervane, addressed to a former mate, the raider. It reads, "Captain, I found a wind that carries me farther, faster."
Are you sure of this? Damned fool. Why not just tell me? The kid went out like a warrior. Not the bad way, all things considered. Thank you. I might never have known, and didn't expect to. That settles it. Now I'm sure. Take this, would you?
These coins are a reminder of the wisdom imparted by the raider regarding his old navigator. We learn that Weathervane's fascinations changed like the days of the week, and yet going down every path that was offered to her left her satisfied in the end.
You said you were on the fence. Well, my advice has changed. I say refuse the choice. Who says that when you choose one path, you forego the other? It's your journey. Take all the paths you like. I know you won't let it come to nothing. Take it from me. You'll be good as gold.
So, in talking with the raider, the Duchess realizes that she needs not sacrifice one goal for another. She can achieve both, defeat the Night Lord, and save her brother. There is a way, even if she would be lost along with the Round Table hold. But her fate would soon be learned by the Wilder.
Brave champion, there is something that you should know. The priestess was here long before the rest of you. Indeed, she is held captive by the Round Table itself.
The Round Table hold is one of Queen Marika's most powerful weapons, a place far removed from the world, which yet allows for her will to be exacted across time and space. Indeed, it's very likely that it's Queen Marika's grace that is the formless master at the very center of the hold, an awe-inspiring force that compels her subjects to absolute servitude.
So, dear caretaker let the cat out the bag. It's true. I'm imprisoned by the Round Table Hold. Far from an architect of this scheme, I am merely another condemned. You may find it amusing, but it is the truth. Once we're done, it will be goodbye. The Round Table Hold and I are one and the same. I am rooted to this place, my exit forbidden. I'm glad we're in this together. It could be worse. We will win this war. I promise.
The stakes have risen, but I am as calm as I have ever been. Calmer, perhaps, makes no sense. But it's true.
After the fourth Night Lord is defeated, its trace of night reveals a greater threat, a darker night that lies beyond.
I see it now. Shrouded by haze, yet clear as day. A sign of the root of all ill, of the thing we must needs slay. The onset of night.
The primordial Night Lord at the root of this night is near, and with his defeat, the Round Table will be lost, and the priestess along with it, leaving the Wilder alone, without vengeance to fuel his vitality. But there is a way the Wilder can be saved. The Iron Menial penned the idea down in a letter to the Duchess, only to rip it up and discard it. Its contents read, "As you are well aware, my lady priestess, you are bound to the Round Table Hold. But if the object were not born of flesh and blood, it could venture beyond the Round Table Hold. But to make such a thing possible, to connect to the Wilder in the outside world before he draws any closer to death, we require a fetish. Such a bond could be established if the object that he kept on his person was to receive a blessing. To this end, the Duchess gives the Iron Menial one of the Wilder's coins, imbued with a blessing."
What have we here? Are you asking that I go to the Wilder? I must refuse. If I did, you would be left truly alone, my lady priestess. It is much too cruel. Much too cruel. Apologies for my petulance just now. I should respect your wishes. Of course. I will see the task is done.
With the Wilder's blessed coin in the Iron Menial's safe hands, the Duchess can commit to defeating the Night Lord. But she decides to take one more thing from the Wilder. She is a thief, after all, albeit a virtuous one.
I know. You don't need to tell me twice. It's the whole reason I'm here. I vow to slay the fiend with my own two hands. This won't be easy. We face a true horror.
What's that you're sporting? Did you pinch it from the Wilder? That was hardly very becoming of you. Fine. I'll keep mum for now. You remain as extravagant as ever. Oh, most ambitious madam. I'll always remember that side of you.
The Wilder had the same dream, time and time again. A long night persists, driving his clansfolk to madness. After a horrific battle, all that remains upon Windwail Knoll is a sea of gravestones. After the deaths of cousin Fahad, little Shirin, and his own father, the clan's chieftain, the Wilder discovers that only he remains. And now, only he can avenge his clan. Only he can bring an end to the night. But even if he can, even if the night were extinguished, the twin horses would never gallop alongside each other again. His sister had avoided the doom of his massacred tribe, only to find a fated death lying in wait elsewhere instead. A key left by a concerned iron menial leans the Wilder to a scrap of paper that details something called the New Night. It's written in the tongue of an ancient people and acknowledges the priestess as the cornerstone of the Round Table, reiterating that should the Night Lord fall, the Round Table will crumble along with her. Yet, these ancient people speculated on a way to save their priestess. That should the Round Table be remade, perhaps the priestess may be emancipated from her bindings. This ritual might be performed in the instant when the Night Lord's power is lost, allowing for a new lord to rise, and a new night to fall.
Does the idea of leaving the priestess behind trouble thee? What a tender soul thou art. In that case, I have knowledge I would relay. Seek thee a tier of silver, but the road will be one of hardship. All the same, I wish thee good fortune, for the fortitude required is a rare thing indeed.
The Cinder-tier is a kernel of life that straddles the living and the inanimate. Once in the lands between, it was said to have granted one a new form, and here it might do the same, changing the Wilder's form in one fateful moment.
Well, I shall expound upon the matter. I've heard stories of the Eternal City. Some postulate that the tears are the essence of life itself. If that is what you seek, then you might wish to pay a visit to Knoll, the shrouded city, a place that was once part of a greater whole. Visiting Knoll will give you an idea of what to do. I'm sure of it.
Come on, you can't hide it.
With the Cinder-tier in his possession, the Wilder too can take all the paths he likes. He could strike down the Night Lord and preserve his sister.
I see you have procured your prize. Excellent. I would do anything if it means we might save her. Blame me for putting you in this position if you will, but I leave her fate in your hands.
The priestess was prepared to lay down her life and safeguard her brother in the next life with her blessed bond. But first, she must make ready for her final expedition to slay the primordial Night Lord.
I cannot help but think. We were an odd lot, weren't we? Thrown together by forces beyond our control, with no choice but to accept our duty to fight. You, for one, were up to the task, and for that, you have my deepest gratitude. Eventually, there will be a time to celebrate, when our work is complete. For now, let us bury this devourer of worlds.
But the Wilder intended to safeguard his sibling too, by ushering in a new night so that the Round Table would never fall. Both desire the other to live on, but only one will have that wish truly granted. As the Wilder grasped his Cinder-tier, he discovered a familiar brooch by his belongings. In his tribe, when one warrior gave such a gift to another, it was a promise to ever fight side by side, whether separated by land or sea. Did his young sister remember such customs? He pinned the brooch to his coat, as was their practice, and gently placed his hand upon it. Once we're done, it'll be goodbye. He knew the twin horses would never run free again, as once they did side by side. But despite their commitment to embark on a journey to fight the night together, he had found a way for just one of the horses to gallop onward.
The Night Lord is a living cataclysm. Unless we bring its end, our world will be undone.
In this moment, the seals binding the primordial Night Lord are broken, and it is free to fight at full strength to unleash the power of the endless night and every Night Lord within it.
My instincts are telling me this battle will be the last. One thing, I couldn't have done it alone. Thank you.
I would do anything if it means we might save her. Blame me for putting you in this position if you will, but I leave her fate in your hands.
Do not be afraid. It is good to have you once again.
And so, utilizing the power of a Cinder-tier, the Wilder is reborn, as Lord of the New Night, as a lord who lumbers ever onward, weapons cast aside, for the sake of the Duchess, the last remaining member of his clan. Before I go, in case you missed it, I recently announced that I'm writing a book on Elden Ring's lore. It's called Lorebound, and essentially, it's my YouTube channel in physical form. So if you'd like to own my interpretation of Elden Ring's lore, check out the announcement videos and consider pre-ordering. Thank you, as always, for the support. I'm very privileged to have it. I'll see you next time.